game might not be fully out currently. There is a new demo out for the Powerwash Simulator 2. And if you were a fan of the main channel, you know how much I've been waiting for this game to come out. I've been telling myself for weeks that I would go through, I would do the DLCs, go back and redo everything for Powerwash Simulator because a bunch of the end of the game files ended up becoming corrupted when I went to go upload them. So I never was able to finish that. Plus there was like 8 DLCs afterwards. But Power Wash 2 Simulator was supposed to get a date today, but unfortunately the game was not ready to go gold yet, so they had to delay a little bit the announcement of it anyway. However, there is a new demo. And with that, we get to see our new home base. And this is where we will be operating out of for the duration of Power Wash Simulator 2. And we have cats that we can pet. So it's Squeak, Bubbles, and Ulysses. I believe Ulysses, isn't that the cat from the first game, the mayor's cat? And we have our own little home office with some news clippings. The town with no cats, aliens or big tech, enigmatic billionaire Bill Blake Thrust, Merkingham Merman, who is a pacifist, what is he up to? Like, these are all levels from the first one. The UFO, the cleaning the plane, and they're all little articles about this one. It's been 3 years since the old mayor has fled town, leaving chaos, anger, and a whole heap of egg splots in his wake. Whilst many are still shaking their heads as he managed to shake off the cast iron case against him, there are now rumors of indeed a comeback. So we actually helped him escape by cleaning his boat. We actually get Caldera County, we actually get an actual map for it. I'm assuming that's where we are. Removals van. So this is now where you can interact, but we still have our tablet of cleaning. This is our single player demo. You cannot play with other people. As well as there's not much for outfits or anything currently. It is basically just 2 levels. So we're going to do the first one, the removals van, power washing services in Spruce Close, Muckingham. Harper, great news. You're fully moved in and the removals van moved to the wash bay, awaiting your expertise. Don't think the van should pose too much of a trouble despite you having to sell off most of your equipment. I know we got a big carry away at the auction, trust me. There's so much more potential in this place. Oh, and Jess says not to worry about paying for the van hire. In fact, she'll pay you. So that's how they explained how we went from having everything to nothing. We sold it all to start this business. All right, so right off the bat, we got some dirty Jessica's collectibles, I believe it says. We gotta do the inside and outside. Yeah, it's Jessica's Antique and Collectibles. We got a ladder, I'm assuming to get up. We still got the Tablet of Doom. Now, though, when you highlight it, as you see, we'll do the bonnet. It tells you that it's here. And it'll target it. Now, I did change in the settings. There are some new stuff that is pretty cool. You can now change the dirt highlight color. I changed it to pink and hope like very in your face. But there we do have the standard nozzles, the yellow one, the green one, the red, and I believe that's soap. All right, nope, that's soap. All right, so we always use yellow. So we're going to start from the top and work our way down. All right. All right, so it does seem like a lot of this stuff's going to be a little bit caked on. But I think we're doing pretty good right now. But I am beyond excited for this game. Also, that spraying is like really loud in my ears. So let me turn it down for me, because what you guys hear and what I hear are two different levels. There we go. Much better. And I also been told multiple times that I clean like a maniac, because I will just go in and just do it as efficiently as I can. So we're gonna try and take this more slowly, because we do not have this game for long. It does come out this year, and it's going to be, I believe, releasing on all major platforms. And I think Powerwash Simulator is pretty much going to be the one game I'm going to try and keep updated on this channel, because there has been a lot. Now, let's try other ones. How well does the green do? So the green actually does really well here. Because see, the green always had its problems, and I just used yellow. But I don't know if they changed it. But it is getting really good up to that like midway point. Also, this color is a fantastic color. Like, I've been meaning to go back and play more of like House Flipper and stuff, which has been on the channel, but I played like one session of it and then I get distracted by playing all my other games. Oh, we still have the satisfying ding. Controls are mostly the same. Left click is for holding. You can now do a continuous spray and changing. No, I need to go down here. All right. Let's start on this side. We'll save the inside for later. All right. If we see that it's not going to be picking up the dirt much, we might have to switch to a stronger one. Now, there was a way. What was the... It's been a... Rolls. Dirt highlights Q. There we go. As you can see, the nice, like, magenta pink is very in your face. I don't know, maybe the yellow might be better. Alright, so we're not getting that, like, top bit. So we're going to switch to this one. And hopefully we can get it. There we go. Because it is a little bit higher. Alright. Now let's start doing the actual car now. It's a very nice logo, too. I know Future Lab has been working very hard on this. And knowing that this is just also probably going to get as much, if not more, DLC, I am here for a whole Final Fantasy, like, esque, like, give me 30 of these games. Alright. Make sure you get the undercarriage here. So far we're going pretty good. I need to be a little bit closer for that. Now, you can still do the lines like this, moving the camera. Just having a quick nose round your crib. It's even bigger than I remember. Excited what you're going to fill it with. I personally always was more of a fan of the free look and keeping the camera steady. I don't know about others, but I just preferred it this way. There we go. So yeah, it's antiques and collectibles. So yeah, that's pretty nice. All right. Sorry, I had a text real quick. Perks of recording versus live streaming. I should edit that out. Am I? No. Now, there was two ways I started doing videos in the other one, and that was either really, really long videos and you get to see the whole transformation, or just jump cuts. And I've had it both ways that people said that they liked it. because there's a lot of people that are interested in seeing the whole thing come clean rather than just, oh, look, we're done here. Oh, let's do this last little bit, then the whole thing's done. I don't know. I always like this more as like a podcast-ish. I say podcast like this is nowhere near being a podcast steady. It's more like Val's random rants. It's cute. I keep pressing tab. Was it tab in Powerwash Simulator 1? Alright. Oh, cool. So we don't have to get over there. Alright. Let's clean this off now. There we go. We needed to get the sides. Now, I wonder, how does the soap work? Let's try. It seems to be formulated like a timer. Alright, so let's try the soap. Because in the first game, you really didn't need the soap. Alright, now let's do the green. So it definitely gets cleaner right off the bat with a lot less effort. Because as you see now, it's just one pass over and it's already sparkling. So it's definitely, like you see, like here it was very nice clean lines. This is still getting like some of the dirt. Alright. I think this wheelhouse, yeah, this whole wheelhouse needs to be cleaned. We'll use the direct one. And then for the yellow for this. Alright, so that's clean. We forgot that wheel. Does this wheel need to be done? No. So let's just clean this off. The soap is definitely worth it. Because you just see how quickly it cleans all of it. There we go. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this side. All right. And I'm going to do half with soap and half without soap. And we'll see which side is easier to clean. Now you can be a little bit of a maniac with the soap because you need it too. All right, there we go. Make sure to get underneath. All right. Let's click this. And we'll use the green because we were using it earlier. So before, it wasn't able to really penetrate from this, the really high up stuff. And it got all of it with the green. So there's no excess dirt. It just comes really easily. Comes off. And there we go. As you can see, there is a clear line of where the soap was versus wasn't in terms of how easy it came off. Make sure you do the wheels, the wheel well, and the tires. All right, so we did that half with it. Now we're going to do this half with it. And we will see how much easier it comes off. As you see, we're still having problems reaching this top part, which we didn't have earlier. And we have to go over these areas a lot closer together to get it. All right. Tab. Do you not? Where is these text messages going? I'm going to start putting out the word for everywhere I go. Trust me, you're going to get jobs coming in from all over. So, like, as you see, this was clearing it with the soap, no problem. So let's put the soap back on. We're going to soap this up real quick. Then same distance. So, and now it's getting it. So you can play with or without the soap, but the soap does help a lot in terms of cleaning a little bit more efficiently and quicker. Because you can see where the soap was here and the soap didn't get to this point, and even going down, it missed so much. Because that was always my main complaint, unless it was like a really tough one hit on like dirt or grime near the end, there really wasn't a need to use the soap. And they said that they overhauled all of the soap going in to Simulator 2. I gotta do it all underneath here. There we go. I don't think I'm missing anything else. No. All right. So I may have paused the game for looking at settings and stuff and completely lost train of thought. I cannot for the life of me find where the optional text messages come in. In the first game, they came up here. No. Reset unfinished tasks. No. You can now manually save as well, which is pretty nice. But I don't know where to get those messages. Change washers. Wait. Wait, so there's 1, 2, 3, and this is extensions. And you got 2. This one that has the extension on it. What's the difference? Okay, let's take the extension off. Is it in here? Washer cosmetics. Washer equipment. Alright, so is it... We got the Prime Vista. And the Urban X. Provides power comparable to medium-duty washers of its competitors, but at being cost-effective. Provides entry-level. So is this the second one? Is this better? All right, let's compare the yellow lines. Okay, hold on. So that is that point. Swap launchers. So this is more, looks like it's more powerful. But does the smaller area. But it's more powerful. Alright, so let's put this on. The soap doesn't change. Okay. So that's something. I love the school bus yellow of this, though. Hold on, the video lagged for a second. I hope it's not the whole thing. I would really have to redo it. Alright. Put more soap. Oh, cool. We can still reach stuff. Wait, can we not? Oh, there we go. Still reach unintended areas. Love how that hasn't changed. I can hit the rest of the soap from here. Alright. Just up there. Make sure you get the corners. I completely forgot about this area. Get it all nice and sudsy. So now it looks like that there's actually going to be a reason to use the soap, which is nice. Alright. Because, see, usually you need a nozzle because of how least powerful it is when it's around. And look at this. Now, hold on. Let's put in the extender. Look how easy that dirt comes off with the soap. Alright, so there is some stuff up here. Let's grab that. There we go. I don't need the extender on anymore. That looks like it's all clean. Alright, let's go back to the yellow. Because, not the yellow, the white, because you were not able to use... Okay, so the white's still not as good, unless it's, like, super close. I don't know, the green, like, the yellow was my go-to for all of Powerwash 1. But I think the green might have it beat. And this definitely seems more powerful than the white, the Vesta model. There we go. Make sure we get this all nice and clean. Get the hubcap clean. We gotta get all in here. And then it's the tires. Just do a little sweeping motion. Nope, wrong button. All. So this one does not like to be up close. See, like, this one wasn't freaking out, but the other one was. Alright, I think that is it for the outside. Outside of this. So we're going to move the ladder. We're going to start sudsing up the Jessica's U-Haul. And we're just going to spray it around everywhere we can. Because this is now part of our cleaning process. Nice even layers. There we go. Make sure to get the back of the truck too. Alright. Even though the other one might be more powerful, I feel like this one's more iconic, and because it is the demo in the first 2 levels, I think I'm gonna rock with the white one. You have to clean the other side of that. Alright. Let's start working on this. I feel like the yellow isn't getting a big enough area. And with the green, we can get that area in. There we go. Oh, new message from Harper. Word up, people. Caldera County's premier power washing is back up and running. In a weird way, I kind of hope we can do some more. So if your grubby house brings a stink eye from the neighbors on, or every trip in the car wash feels like the same, hit us up. Oh, that's actually good to know. Thank you. I always love the text messages and stuff in the first game, so I'm kind of glad that they kept it. Yeah, see, without the soap, this is taking a lot just to get clean. Versus with the soap, it just came off. So the soap is definitely worth it. Nice even lines across. Alright. Now that we're getting really close, let's do wide spray white. And that will allow us to get a little bit better coverage since we're so close. There you go. Cause see, this is another way we can test. All right, now let's white, change equipments to this. All right. So they seem about equal, but this one seems more powerful. So we need to go to the soap. And we'll set all of this up. Ooh, we gotta get all up in there. All right. We're gonna work on the walls now. Circular motions, I feel like, is going to be the best way possible to do these. Seems like it gets a lot covered, and it just looks better. Alright. Just like real power washing, you always start with the top first, because you don't want dirty soap going into your... Alright, so I think we need the yellow at a very base level to get in there. Alright, there we go. Now, is there like a step stool? There is. We need the step stool because we need to clean the back of the U-Haul. Or box truck, sorry. And we're just not gonna get where we need to without jumping. So we need to make sure we use the proper equipment. No, but seeing this turn into a really nice, like, off-white kind of look looks really nice. It gives it that very nice, like, brand new look. Alright, we are good here. Alright, so with that part done, we can actually get done off of this. So I actually do like how they changed in this game. Also, hi, wait. Please. Make sure you have pet. Okay, so there's Bubbles. The other ones around here now I'm questioning it. But I do really am enjoying this. And it does seem like a nice update versus where it usually is for Powerwash 1. In terms of just having to use the equipment, how nice the equipment actually works. Because that was always my thing. Like, outside of a couple of levels, you really didn't need to use the step stool or the soap. So I'm glad that with this game that they're actually reward you for doing that. Oh, I forgot a little bit there. And vice versa. I'm gonna follow this down. You know what? I might be able to get away with the white, with the soap. Yeah, there we go. So definitely a little bit more prep time goes a long way because this is just coming off so easily. I also love how every so often they're hard to tell, but there is like little like dandelions in the air. Alright, and that part's done. Alright, let's work on this one. Let's 2 for the soap. And let's get this done. Keeping up with the circular motions. Now, I'm assuming in the actual game you might have to pay for soap. Because I know in the first one you did, and that was always the big deterrent for a lot of people, at least for myself, to not using it, because it really didn't make much of a difference outside of a couple rust or really tough grime stains, which really got obsolete when you eventually unlocked the trident. I kind of hope that they don't do the trident in this game. Wait, what happened to the soap? Pressing R gets rid of the soap? Huh. Alright, so we're gonna do this again. This time, don't press R. I guess my FPS instincts for reloading kicked in. But yeah, don't press R. It will, in fact, get rid of the place soaps. That is nice to know if you're playing. That is a new one, I will say. Yeah, because if you see, there is a limit on how much we use. It just doesn't go up to a point. So it makes me think that in the actual game, you're going to have to pay for it, or it'll be a limited use. Instead of what it is here, which seems to be unlimited. Got some warnings. Take care of carrying loads more than 1625. Loading limit is this. Do not detach cargo. Always keep the cab of the cargo and cargo box clean for optimal performance. I will say the previous owners of this did not listen to that. I do hope that they add some kind of like music station. Because that's one thing I liked from like not Pressure Washer Simulator. Spray Paint Simulator is that there is like a radio option, so you're not just filled with the silence of the cleans. Which, I mean, it's fine because it's really going for like that satisfying sound. But like, I don't know, some like lo-fi music would go great. And I know in some of the parts in the original series that I did edit in and played some of like Lo-Fi Girl or stream and YouTube friendly lo-fi sounds to try and help cut the dead time. All right, so we go back to the white. There we go. Now we're just going to get rid of this stuff. You know what? We're going to go this way. So it's like we're pushing the water out. And you get really nice, clean areas. All right, with that, the inside is done. Can I close this? No. I feel like you should have to close it because I'm assuming the actual shutters is dirty as well, but that doesn't seem to be the right answer because you're going to clean this and that inside's already clean. I heard the cat. All right. Put the extender on for the soap. And the last area. All right. Turn the soap off. All right. Turn off the extender. No, we can keep the extender on. I also like how easy it is to put the extender on. Before going in or out or going through the other changes always seem to be a little bit much. This just being an equivalent of a keyboard press is very nice. All right. Rear light panel. So now they're telling us what we're missing. and bumper. I like this. The tablet of truth, like it was very hard to know what you had to clean, and this is just being very forthcoming. There we go. And like that, we are done with this. Is this Muckingham's Premier Power Washer? Rinse and repeat. Greetings from Detergento. We're here where we need you to cleanse. Oh my god. Greetings from Detergento, where we need you to cleanse something for us. All right. So that's done. Looks amazing. I will say will probably make me play the DLCs. Let's get our time lapse. Oh, we just don't see that one side. No, we don't think about that side. Okay. It's just, yep, we're good. All right, so here it is. Wishy. Jess is enthralled by her sparkling removals van. She says she'll give you first dibs on any furniture that she comes across. So keep an eye out for any new items appearing in the shop. It's all pre-restoration stuff, so pretty dirty, but I'm sure you're okay with that. I told you'll all come together. So apparently she's going to be the one giving us that. So we made $200 and 600 power wash points. All right, let's click continue. Next we would do this, but I'm going to do 2 videos because this one is probably it's about 30-40 minutes long, so we'll probably do that another time. I'll get this one up hopefully today. The day the demo comes out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the other videos, and I'm hopefully going to be doing it, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. In the description I will link my main channel where I play a lot of Dead by Daylight and more not so cozy but more horror-ish games, or where I stream pretty much almost anything, which this streams are for the next month is all horror themed for Halloween, and that will be on the main channel, again linked below. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next time for more Powerwash 2 Simulator 2. That is weird to say. I'm so used to saying more Powerwash Simulator. I am beyond excited. See you in the next one.